was as I mentioned before, sometimes we get really caught up in task stuff, right? I don't know about you, but I'm a task-based person. And so I enjoy having a list of stuff, and as I'm going through it, checking it off one at a time. Because to me, it's just, it keeps my head focused, and I make sure what I need to get done, and I get it done. That's who I am. And sometimes, you know, regrettably, I plow through people in order to get my task list done. I think too many times, I think sometimes for me, and maybe for you, I think sometimes we tend to not notice the presence of God around us. And I guess one of the things I wanted to challenge us with for the next few months is this. There's this thing called awareness examine, and it's a simple concept. Ignatius, one of the early church leaders, had this idea, was how do we begin to help both ourselves and each other ask the questions and to see how has God been moving around us. And I can suggest to you a couple of basic questions. First question is, what's the most grateful moment? Maybe you're thinking through today, right? Maybe in this during this workshop. One question is, what was the most grateful moment you had during this workshop time? You know, when did it seem like God was most present during this workshop time? And then the second question is, what was the least grateful moment? When did it seem like God was the most distant? Or what was one moment that was the most frustrating? Or what was that one moment that everything just didn't seem to be right? And I tell you, these two questions, as basic as they are, the more you begin to ask yourself that, the more you begin to get a sense of, okay, you know, when does it seem like God is closest to me and when is He not? And then even as you're going through your day now, and the more as you're asking yourself those questions, you begin to be in tune more and begin to sense how God is moving around you.